Thank you all so much for being able to be here with me today. I will be going over a really hot topic that is very dangerous and everyone should know about. Today we will be talking about texting and driving and the effects it have on people. To start off, I'm going to be showing a clip first, and after that we will go on to our topic.
Your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Alright, so as we can tell from the video, texting and driving is a really scary and hot topic. So, first of all, are any of you all guilty of texting and driving? Because I know I am sometimes, but you know, texting and driving has been on the rise for years now. Today we are able to see how dangerous this activity is and how we are able to put an end to it. With this knowledge, you and I are able to keep the roads and ourselves out of danger. Today I will be discussing the problems behind texting and driving. Then we will view the effects of texting and driving, and lastly I will present some solutions to this problem. So first of all, texting and driving are considered to be distractions for drivers. As you can see from this picture here, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, as stated in the American Journal of Public Health, published in 2015, there are 3 main types of distraction. First of all, it is the manual distraction. Taking the hands off of the wheel, I guess what she's doing right here, by touching the phone and texting. Secondly, taking one's eyes off of the road, visual. The visual one, she's not looking at the road anymore, right? She's looking at her phone and concentrating on her phone instead of the road. And thirdly, cognitive distraction, which is taking her mind off of the road. Now these are all dangerous because in 2014, the distraction.gov website said that the official U.S. government for distracted driving states that texting requires all manual, visual, and cognitive attention from the driver, making it by far the most alarming distraction and by far the most alarming way to distract a person while driving texting. At any given daylight moment across America, approximately 660,000 drivers are using cell phones or manipulating electronic devices while driving. That number has been held steady since 2010. And that is a very scary statistic because we are on the road every day of our lives. You know, there's always people on the road, so it's very scary to think about that. Next, now that we see the problems caused behind texting and driving, let us evaluate the effects of this distraction. Texting while driving is the #1 cause of teen deaths in all categories, with 300 more deaths due to texting than from driving drunk. Now that is a very scary one, I think, just because drunk driving has been crazy. It's been really, what would you say? It's been really important to understand and to not, do as well. So I think it's pretty crazy. The Virginia Tech Transportation Institute, founded in 2009, says that the average time a driver takes their eyes off of the road to send a text is 5 seconds. Just as what the video that we saw earlier said, it's 5 seconds. Enough time for a vehicle traveling 55 miles per hour to travel the full length of a football field without knowing what is happening. And as we can see from the clip, she crashed because she didn't see that there was a stop sign up ahead. In an article published by the New York Times in July of 2009, states that the Virginia Tech Transportation found that text messaging creates a crash risk 23 times worse than driving while not distracted. 23 times worse, just because you are on your phone and not focusing on the road. According to the traffic safety facts released by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration in April of 2015, reported in 2013 that driver distraction has that driver distraction was the cause of 3,328 people. Of 3,328 people killed and 421,000 people wounded. Now that's a lot of numbers, and that's all within a year of just people texting and driving. So that's crazy. Now that we have seen the effects of texting and driving, of what they can do to us, let us examine how we can solve this issue. Now, in solving this issue, there has been a lot of campaigns that do go around, and a lot of wireless services have been focusing on this issue and trying to put an end to this. So, according to Karen Aho in the Bloomberg Business in 2014, primary enforcement laws proved to be the most effective by preventing an average of nearly 20 vehicular deaths per state per year. So just because police have been out there and trying to, give tickets to people whose eyes are not on the road anymore and, texting, it's been saving lives. So that's what the primary enforcement laws is. Campaigns such as It Can Wait, texting and texting and driving prevention, safe texting campaign, and etc. has been helping us well. And I do have, I do have campaigns such as the texting and driving, It Can Wait, which was part of the AT&T's campaign that they did, and I believe now about three more wireless phone connection has been going on with that. The You Drive, You Text, You Pay has also been helping with that as well. And these are campaigns that, and the Stop the Text, Stop the Wrecks, which did that ad that we watched earlier. And I will pass that around. And more importantly, it all starts with us, because if we stop the text, we stop being distracted, and we really just stop, putting harm out in the roads and all that stuff. Texting and driving has been on the rise for years now, and today we are able to see how dangerous this activity is and how we're able to put an end to it. Today I have discussed the problems behind texting and driving, then we went over to the effects of texting and driving, and lastly, I presented some solutions to the problem. It is up to us to stop this dangerous activity from happening. Are you all up to the challenge? Thank you. Alright, so now I'm going to open the floors for questions and answers, okay? So, who wants to go first?
What is the importance of pledging to those campaigns when a person can just not touch their phones while driving?
Well, for these campaigns, I think the most important part of it was because due to the wide range of cellular devices now, everyone's gonna want to touch their phone. So a pledging is basically like a commitment, like how people pledge to the flag and everything. It's more like a commitment. So what these campaigns do is that they just help themselves to commit to not texting while driving. That's my perspective of it. So next question.
Okay. Why is it that do you think that teenagers and young adults text and drive when they know how dangerous it is?
Well, I don't think they want to do it. I think it's more like they just feel the need to send a text real quick because they don't think it's gonna affect them. They don't think they're gonna be a number, and that's the scary part, because we are all just a number, with the stats. Like I said earlier, there's been, I believe, about 3,000 deaths. Yeah, about more than 3,000 deaths, just in 2013, and about 400,000 people wounded. So, it's whenever we do it, we don't think we're going to be a number. We just do it because we just want to reply a quick yes to someone, or just read a quick text, because we're going to meet with some friends. So, I think that's my answer to that. Thank you.
What was that primary enforcement law that you were talking about earlier?
Oh, well, the primary enforcement law, just like other traffic laws, texting while driving laws come from state and local governments. Federal laws are enacted to ban texting while driving, so due to its serious effects. these, in the vast majority of places which has these specific texting while driving laws, these laws are called primary enforcement laws. So that means if a cop sees that you're maybe on your phone texting, or maybe on your phone, calling on it, or just putting it in your ear, they're able to pull you over, give you your Miranda rights and give you a ticket for that. Just so that they can, just like this campaign right here, it says you drive, you text, you pay. So they're able to give you a ticket because you're texting and driving. And I believe that solves about, like I said before, it saves about 20 vehicular car wrecks per state per year. So I think it's pretty good. So just don't text and drive and you won't get a ticket. Any more questions?
Yes. Do you believe touch-free technology will help resolve this issue?
Well, touch-free technology is, I believe it would help. I know that there are some cars now that's, putting the Bluetooth with their phones and all that stuff, and it really is helpful. It's just, it is another form of distraction, as we said before. It's like a cognitive distraction by just doing that. So it is still a little serious and scary if you think about it. So texting and driving is going to be the same as talking on the phone while driving. It is serious because there are some distractions that are still in place. So it will help, but it will not be, it will help a little bit more, but I think just no phones while driving is the best way to go. Thank you.
Nathan, the cheese.
He's doing this
Ew,
weird.
no, too much.